It's at the heart of business. Just where should you be investing for the best returns? There are a lot of sectors out there to play with and a lot of factors that affect every decision. General consensus is that global economic growth is set to slow, with many analysts saying 2019 is likely to see the weakest growth rate since the financial crisis began back in 2008. The OECD sees global growth easing to 3.3% this year, with policy uncertainty, trade tensions and erosion of confidence from business and consumers to blame. The World Bank sees global growth at 2.6% in 2019 due to weaker than expected trade and investment. A key risk, high debt levels in emerging nations. Dangers loom large in the IMF outlook as well. It sees global growth at 3%, with trade disputes, geopolitical tensions and a broad-based drop in productivity being among the biggest issues.
We will have to lean on central bankers again to be more accommodative, but it is limited. Everybody can push for more structural reforms.
How we should fix the macro issues aside, the issues are hitting every sector and industry. The focus for East Tech West is of course on technology, so what's the outlook for that sector? Well, technology stocks have been the main driver for global equity markets over the past decade. The MSCI World IT Index has outperformed the overall world market by around 200% since 2009. But can it continue?
When you look at the performance of the FANG stocks over the past year, you have seen different drivers of the stocks. The market's come back and focused much more on the fundamentals of each individual company instead of saying, I just want to own this broad basket of stocks. And I think that's actually very healthy for all of them and for the market overall.
Tech companies that were the disruptors are now the seasoned players, but with greater gravitas comes greater scrutiny and potentially new regulation. Some tech players are ready to embrace greater oversight.
Capitalism needs guardrails. That's a very important part of the future of technology as well.
While some say it could stifle innovation.
There are important risks that need to be addressed. But I also hope that we get a chance to talk about the risks of not innovating. Because while we debate these issues, the rest of the world isn't waiting.
And also not waiting, the unknown. Tech investors often think they have to take a leap into new unknown territories, such as complete artificial intelligence, quantum computing, or even hardware-human interfaces. But the reality is technology is already propelling certain industries further and creating new, never-before-seen margins. The trick is to choose your investment wisely, and some market watchers look for small steps rather than the great leaps.
I've been referring to it as a smartphone moment. When the smartphone showed up in technology, we thought it just showed up one day, but in fact there were 20 years of inventions that were required before the smartphone changed everything.